Well, hi, my name is Richard Yongji O'Neill, and I am a violist, and I owe a lot of my repertoire to one country in particular, Great Britain. In the 20th century, no country has given the viola as much repertoire as Great Britain. And so this album is an homage to all of the great viola works of the past century. The disc will contain William Walton's concerto for viola and orchestra, and I was very lucky to record with a live performance with Sir Andrew Davis and the BBC Symphony Orchestra a few years ago. For the rest of the disc, the works will be for viola and piano, and I'm very lucky to have my colleague from Ensemble Ditto and the wonderful pianist Stephen Lin join me for works by Frank Bridge, York Bowen, and Benjamin Britten. I have grown up listening to recordings of Sir Andrew Davis, and I was really thrilled to work with him. His title is Commander of the British Empire, CBE, and it's hilarious. He's a funny man, and a very sweet and jovial presence, and a consummate leader. And the BBC, of course, they really, they know Walton. Walton is one of their heroes. So it was lovely to play that concerto with them. It's hard to say. The Walton is one of the very first pieces I learned on the viola. It's a very meaningful, emotional work that Walton wrote. He dedicated to sort of a lost love of his, Christabel. I think their relationship didn't work out so well, and I think the piece reflects that sort of sadness, melancholy. There's a lot of strong dissonance, cross dissonance, like the same pitch, like a C sharp and a C natural together. That's a huge element of the piece, and I think that's a direct correlation to how he's feeling. The form of the piece is modeled on Prokofiev's first violin concerto, so it's a very similar form. But I think the language, it was his first concerto for a string instrument, and we're so lucky and honored as violists that he chose us. And it's funny, at its dedicatee, Lionel Tertis turned down the work. He thought it was impossible. So another violist composer, Paul Hindemith, stepped in and did the premiere. I believe it was at the Proms. And then throughout the last century, we have to thank William Primrose, the great American British violist who popularized the work. But I think that piece I've known it for a very long time, and I'm very attached to it.